What is up, guys? Nintenjoel here. Once again, it is time for another pickup episode. This one's a toy episode. Got some really cool retro stuff that I was not expecting to find. I think it was a Facebook Marketplace, or possibly a Craigslist find. I can't remember which, but because this was actually a while ago. But I had to go out to Ashland. I had to go behind this crazy mountain that I've never been behind before, and this guy lived out in the boonies, and it was really cool. He turned out to be my age. We shared a lot of common interests as far as like what we grew up with, and yeah, and he might have other stuff for me as well. But yeah, this was mostly Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joes, and a few random action figures and accessories and stuff like that. So let's get on with it. Some pretty cool stuff. But before we do, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Going to be streaming all kinds of goodness. I'm finally done with East 8, so you guys don't have to watch that anymore. So yeah, it's going to be great. But Nintenjoel on Twitch, that would be awesome if you followed me there. And yeah, let's get on with the toy pickups. Okay, turtle stuff. First of all, I got a broken Splinter here. He's missing part of his arm, but still kind of cool to see because he has his cape. Got some Rocksteady action here, which you can't really see his face. He's just all snout. I've got a Michelangelo with his belt, which is cool, but no accessories. Donatello without his belt, but he's got his staff, which is awesome. I don't remember these guys' names. I'm not the hugest, turtle guy. But we've got the Trash Heap Dude, which he's got a hole in it. I feel like that guy, you can put something in his backpack, like slime or something, and it would come out. There's the Panda, Samurai guy. I actually do like that guy quite a bit, even if he is washed out. Oh, that's better. And we've got a Samurai Leo. And then I also got a bag of, parts and, accessories and stuff. Not sure who everything goes to. I think some of the figures aren't here. We've got the Mole Dude, can't remember his name, but he's awesome. Actually has his backpack, his drill thing, and he's got his little, hooky thingy. Not grappling hook. Ice pick thing, grapple thing. Anyways, here's the Frog with his little extendable gun and shield, which is actually pretty cool. I kind of like that guy. We've got, Casey Jones only has his bat in his backpack, or his golf club thing, and probably the one that I'm definitely keeping, also washed out because of the brightness, but Usagi Yojimbo in super good condition with a couple of his weapons. And of course, the cream of the crop, we've got the Party Wagon original. It's in pretty good shape. It's got some white stuff on the top that won't come off, but whatever. It's in super nice shape. This door works and everything. It's got both of the mirrors and guns and the little radar thing. This thing's still attached on both sides, which is nice. But yeah, super good shape. So that be the turtle stuff. Okay, let's start with some fails first. We've got Captain Gridiron with his crotch blown out. We've got Windmill from the Sky thing. It's the one that looks like a copter, but also a jet at the same time. Ridiculous looking vehicle, and kind of a ridiculous looking dude. We've got the craziest of crazy legs. He is floppy. He's ready to party. He's Weekend at Bernie's version of crazy legs. We've got a, torpedo and broken thumb. Just floppy and kind of useless, so. But, he's the oldest one, I think, at this lot. He's 82, I think. This guy's not so much of a fail. He's just kind of a crappy figure, Nalgahide. He's not a crappy figure when he has all his stuff, like his hat. But, look at that grimace. The bulldog. And, couple other fails, but kind of wins at the same time. I don't know. I've got two sci-fis, and they both have their crotches broken out. This guy's floppy as shit, but he does have his helmet, and his rocket launcher, and his gun. But the other thing wrong with him is his backpack's here, but it's broken, and the peg's in his back. So, yay! Awesome. So, I suppose I can glue the backpack to his back? I don't know. I do have a better sci-fi, so I'm probably going to put that weapon, that accessories on the other guy, but he still has a blown out crotch too. And then this guy's kind of a win because he's complete, but his faceplate's broken out. This is a Cobra Commander version. God knows how many, maybe 5? But he does have his faceplate, so I can glue it in place, and it looks like maybe it was glued once in place before, but it'll just have a big crack in it, but that's okay. He looks pretty cool, and then he comes with his missile launcher thing. It even has this bipod, And it's even got the little clear plane thing, but it's like bent up. And then he does actually have his little machine gun as well. So that is pretty cool. Okay, moving on, we've got some slightly better figures here. Slightly better. I mean, this is Cutter. He's the hovercraft pilot. And what's crazy is I actually have his file card as well. And check this stupid crap out. His name is Skip a Stone. Skip a Stone. That's real. That's real fresh. But he's got a floppy leg. Cool. But kind of cool, to get a vehicle driver. Now, Dusty here is in actually pretty good shape. He just needs a new O-ring. Man, I'm not focusing right. But Dusty's in not too bad a shape. He just needs a new O-ring. He's flopping a boot. He's kind of floppy, but once he gets a new O-ring, it'll probably be a lot better. Got General Hock, the one with the jetpack on his back. All he came with was his helmet, and I think there was one missile. But he doesn't have his visor, which I'm sure is really hard to get these days, but he's a cool figure. I remember getting him brand new as a kid. I think this guy's Sub-Zero. Pretty sure that's his name. He does have his two snowshoes, and he does have his little rocket launcher thing, which is really weird because it doesn't really have a handle on it. It's just got like a scope, so you just set it on the ground, kind of, and it kind of stands. Yeah, not too bad. Whatever. We've got Dial Tone version 3, I believe. He's one of the Sonic fighters, but unfortunately his backpack's peg is broken. But fortunately it's not broken in his back. But he does have one of his guns, and I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't work at all. But it does actually have the radar, which is a little bit harder to find. So that's pretty cool. I do like Dial Tone. He's one of the good guys I like. And speaking of good guys I like, this is... oh, man... too much G.I. Joe information in my brain. Wetsuit, probably version 3, I would think, maybe 4. He's got both of his fins, but one is like super loose on him, the other one's super tight on him. I tried switching them and just found that one of his feet are just bigger than the others, so that's cool. And then he comes with his torpedo gun, and then this thing is his rocket launcher, but it's broken right here. And no missiles, and no... At least I don't think it has missiles. I'll have to go back and look, but it's broken right here. No missiles. That I know it doesn't have the middle missiles. I don't remember what goes on the side, so I'll have to check on that. But I don't think I have that. And then, let's see, moving on, we've got... Okay, so now we're getting into some that are actually complete, which is really damn cool. First of all, we've got Payload. And he's the exact mold as Barbecue from, like, the previous year. I believe Barbecue was, like, 91. This guy's 92. Or maybe it's 92 and 93, but yeah. This is Payload, and I believe it's version 3. And this guy is actually complete. He's got his guns, all 3 of them. He's got 2 missiles, and he's got his knife. Now, the only thing about this is I've got his launcher, but it just comes right apart. So I need to, like, re-glue that and maybe find a spring that would fit this. I have no idea where I would get a spring that would fit this specifically. But he does have everything, which is kind of cool. And another really cool one, I thought this was actually really damn cool because I just found out today that these missiles go to this guy. This is Cobra Commander, the Sonic fighter, and I always thought his gun was funky as hell because it never had these 2 missiles on it. I was like, what is with that gun? And then I found out that I have the 2 missiles for it, and that's how it goes, and now it makes so much more sense to me. So there we go. We've got a Sonic Fighters Cobra Commander. It does not work or anything like that, but really cool. I believe he is complete. And then another complete one. Actually, the next 2 are also complete. This is Bazooka. It's funny, I remember this guy so well. I even remember what his weapons look like. And I don't think I ever had him. Back then, I was so familiar with G.I. Joes when I was, a teenager. But he's got his bazooka, and he's got his other missile, and he's got his 3 guns, which is freaking awesome. It's really cool that he's like 100% complete and a super tight, still well-painted figure. So that's actually pretty cool. And let's see, the last one we have here. We've got... Destro version, oh geez, at least 3 I'd say. But he's also complete. He's got his gun. I do like the mold here. I mean, it's actually a completely different mold for a G.I. Joe. This big part of his jacket right there. pretty darn cool, and he's really in nice shape, very clean, very tight. And then he's got his like disc launcher, which is actually really cool, and it does have both discs, so he is complete as well. Really darn cool. All right, just a couple more items to show you, and then we'll be done with this. A couple more items. What am I talking about? I saved the best for last. Some of my favorite figures, though it doesn't mean they're necessarily in the best shape or complete. They're just some of my favorite characters. So first of all, we've got a pretty darn hard one to find, though he is very loose. Desert Scorpion. Truly an awesome, awesome Cobra dude. He's got one of his claw things, and he's got most of his backpack. It has a little bar with like a little rocket on it. Yeah. But Desert Scorpion, just a cool figure. Just an awesome figure. Even if he's faded and loose, I freaking love Desert Scorpion. We've got Target, which is in great shape. He's a little loose in the legs, but I mean, other than that, he's great. He's got his freaking visor. He's got one of his guns. Hell yes, so badass. He's in such good shape. His paint is in like almost pristine shape. So awesome to get a Target figure. We've got this guy who's he's the Cobra Copter pilot, Interrogator, I believe his name is, and he is in like mint shape. Like he is just super nice paint, really freaking tight. Like he was never played with, and I really like that. A little bit of wear on his gloves, but that's it. And yeah, he's just a cool looking Cobra dude, and I love Cobra dudes. Okay, and then we've got this one's really awesome. It's the Sonic Fighter Viper. And same thing, he's kind of worn out. His legs are really loose. He needs a new O-ring. Pretty bad, actually. He's only got part of his bazooka. And he's got his backpack. Of course, it doesn't work after all these years. But just a cool design. I love the freaking red faceplate and just the gold coloring on him. Just really cool. Very Imperial Triumphant. And my favorite one of the bunch. And honestly, so cool that it is my favorite one because it's probably the one in the best shape. I don't know, Target's in pretty good shape, but he's not as tight as this guy. We've got Night Creeper, the original, with near flawless paint, except for a little bit under his visor right here. But other than that, super good paint, totally tight. I have at least one accessory of his, so yeah, very stoked about that. Hell yeah. Okay, so we have a bunch of accessories, as you can see, and they're just really random things. The one that stood out to me is this rocket launcher that's, like, complete. And I was like, that's Wild Bill's, like, later, like, version 3 or something like that. I don't even think I ever had that guy, so I looked it up just to see if I was right, and it is. It's Wild Bill's. I have no idea why I know that. Dr. Mindbender's, like, box thingy, a wire that could go to that, you know, or something else. They used a lot of those. Some random backpacks. I'm very curious whose that is, but there's a sword here that fits very nicely into it. I thought Jinx, but I'm not so sure about that. A Broken Rock Viper's backpack. An Alley Viper shield that's in great shape, which is really darn cool. Oh, actually, General Hock had his gun too, and that's his missile, but no jetpack. We've got, I think this is Sneak Peeks, I think, or Tunnel Rat, but it's got the little, like, thing that comes out right here too. And just random accessories. Psych Out's thing, just random. Is this Spirits, maybe? Salvo's missile. Yeah, just random stuff. This is cool. Snake Eyes backpack version 3. But, you know, just random stuff. Pretty cool. Love that kind of stuff. It's neat. I almost forgot about this. There's also some figures that are just needing O-rings, actually. There's like 3 or 4 of them right here. We've got... oh, does he have his... his crotch is broken, but still we have Crystal Ball, one of the lamest names for a character ever, and he only came with, like, a shield. So stupid. I remember getting that guy as a kid and just being like, why did I get this guy? And I think I chose him, too. I always liked his design a little bit. We've got the parts to Sky Creeper. One of the, came with the Cobra Glider, and he looks like a creeper. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's face. Rawr, rawr. Just looks like an asshole. So anyways, we got Sky Creeper. We've got, I believe this is Hardball right here. Yeah, that's Hardball. And then a complete, actually, and in pretty nice shape besides needing an O-ring, a Rock Viper, which is so badass. So I'm going to definitely try to get him together because he's my favorite of those faux show. Okay, now these are cool as hell. This actually came with a catalog. Escape from Doom, G.I. Joe. I remember this catalog as a kid. There's Jinx and, a Hiss tank. And little micro vehicles and the micro figures. And yeah, there's just some cool stuff in here for sure. The Cobra Wolf. Just neat to see this stuff. There's the mail order for Steel Brigade. Is that his name? Steel Brigade? And then there's a little one here, which is really neat. It's got Jinx, the Night Landing, and the Fire Bat, which is really neat that you can order the Fire Bat. And then, I don't know what this one is. Secret of the Dark Lagoon. I specifically remember this one as well. I had the Cobra Sea Ray. But yeah, Jinx and Quick Kick and the Battle Barge, pretty darn cool. I always thought that tiny little jetpack was really neat, and I never had it. And then this is neat. This is like a toy action guide from Kenner, and it's just got all kinds of toys. You got the Ghostbusters toys, really darn neat to see. Ghostbuster vehicles. The toilet, man, I forgot about the toilet. Just really neat to go back in time and see this RoboCop. Why did they make toys for RoboCop? It's so not a kid's thing. And, yeah. Those are really cool toys. I've never run into a RoboCop toy that I know of, that I remember. Building blasters, don't even remember that. But yeah, just all kinds of stuff. Megaforce, all kinds of neat stuff. And then the last one is Unifighters, which I've never heard of before, but they're these things. They're basically like figures that can like all hook together. Here we go. Here's a good example right here. So the one dude's got this giant backpack on, right? And it turns into that. But if you combine all these together, you get this giant Warcraft-looking tank. And Warhammer, I meant. And yeah, there's just a ton of these. I've never even heard of these before. Let me know in the comments below if you have. But what's really cool is I got a few toys that are not G.I. Joe. Here's one of them. Robotech, really ugly dude with a long like coat. Like seriously, this guy's like butt ugly. Mrr. Mrr. Just kind of hard to tell with the stupid. Here. There we go. Yeah, he's just butt ugly. But he's designed very much like a Joe. It's pretty crazy. And then, so that was Robotech. I don't actually know what this guy's from, but he's built like a G.I. Joe, almost. And he's got his hat. It seems like it's supposed to stay on, so maybe I need to glue it on or something. But, yep, there's this dude, not G.I. Joe. And the last guy, the last guy, which is really cool. Like I said, I've never heard of a Unifighter before. Here we go. Bam. Got a Unifighter with his backpack, which turns into a little tank. Now it is missing pieces, and I do have one of the treads that's like broken. But the figure itself is in good shape and has his helmet, which is really cool. I've never heard of these guys, and they do not seem easy to find. I looked on eBay and could not specifically find this dude. In fact, I knew his name from this thing and couldn't find it. And yeah, I found a couple lots, but pretty darn cool, pretty darn cool. And last but not least, definitely not least, we've got the Cobra Night Landing, which is cool. I just got the black one. This came from Steve, actually. A couple figures did come from Steve. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but this definitely came from Steve, and it's got the shovel, but I don't remember if his came with that or the other one came with that and somehow got mixed up, but it's got the cover, the engine, the little propeller back there. It's got 2 oars, and yeah, the shovel, which is really freaking cool. So there's that. And then the last thing, my favorite thing, definitely, this all came in the Battle Figure collector's case. And look at that artwork. It's just so epic. So cool. You've got Flak Viper up there, just a cool, wacky design. This is when they started getting really wacky. I think that's Duke. Wetsuit and Roadblock, Destro. Pretty awesome. Can't remember this one. Oh, God. Big Bear? Big Ben? Big Bear? Something like that. But yeah, pretty darn awesome. And it's just a regular old case. It doesn't do anything special. But it's got 3 compartments. You can actually take these cardboard inserts out and put them in different positions. But yeah, that is it. Some really cool artwork. And that was the last item. Alright, so there you have it. A bunch of really cool action figures. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are so freaking cool. I'm not keeping many of those, but man, I thought I would trade or get rid of that turtle van by now, and it's still sitting right there. And I think I have to keep it. It's so cool. It's Turtles isn't even really anything that I grew up with that much, and therefore don't have that much nostalgia for. But it's so cool. I don't think I can get rid of it. The G.I. Joe stuff, amazing, and those random action figures, really cool. Dude said he might have a Game Boy for me, and he might have a couple more G.I. Joe things, but we'll see. I don't really count on that kind of stuff, and it's been a while since I've heard from him, but maybe I'll send him a text. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Other videos to come, besides pickup videos, actually. Hopefully soon, and hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you for watching. You guys rule. Much love, and keep rocking the retro games.